Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We got an update video for you today. This morning actually, Tarkov TV is going to hit. You might be watching this after it's already happened. We'll do a separate video covering that, but I wanted to let you know it is going to happen. It'll be on Twitch. We'll throw links down in the description, but it's going to be at 5 p.m. BST, 12 p.m. Eastern, which turns into 9 a.m. Pacific. And that just so happens to land right at midnight for our time traveling friends down under in Sydney. Now, no insider information for me or anything, but I am actually pretty excited for this. It could let me down, but we haven't had one of these for quite a while now. There's been a lot of stuff going on in Tarkov the last couple of weeks specifically, but even months, and a lot of stuff to come for the rest of the year. So it's going to be interesting to hear where Nikita's at, where the team's at, what they've been working on, and what we can expect to see, as well as maybe some teases and leaks, and sometimes they even surprise us with some stuff right out of the gate from the Tarkov TV. So again, that is in the morning, April 18th at 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll be watching it on stream, just watching it as they go through things. And then we'll put a video out right after once we can wrap it all up and get into a nice little bow for you guys. Okay, next up, we're going to cover a couple of Nikki leaks / mini vlogs that they do just to get you guys up to speed. Some of the things that they're showing. I'll go through here and play this. Pretty short, some cinematic stuff. This is the internals of the AK-50, just going slow as you can see it, but that is what that is. So they keep teasing it. Don't know when we're going to see it. It might be wipe. It might be middle of the wipe. This wipe, I honestly don't know. Some stuff I don't understand. Spray painting of guns. Now, this was done before the arena battle pass, where we can now paint. We can put skins on our weapons, at least some of them, in arena, which will be coming to Tarkov eventually. And so this is just kind of a tease for that, I think. And next thing is just some design stuff, some pipes. I don't know if this is going to be like interactive things we can deal with in the environment. I'm not quite sure. So shooting of guns. And then this is a new map. I think this is going to be arena. I could be wrong. It could be another part of streets that we haven't seen yet. But I think this is going to be arena, another arena map that they're working on. This was just one of the scenes for the arena launch with Epic, or gun shooting. I tried to dive into this as much as I could. I think this is going to be something we're going to see on Chronicles or Rigi, maybe, or maybe another just episode kind of show they do, event. We'll see. Nothing in particular to see here, just a reverse image of somebody typing on a keyboard. Going forward from here, some Russian armor-piercing ammo, I believe. I don't recognize it off the top of my head. Some people had made some comments that it's on a stripper clip, and maybe that means we're getting stripper clips in game. Maybe. I think that's a pretty big reach. I think they're just showing some of the ammo. This is kind of a really interesting rig, in my opinion, because this is like a really specialized, specific rig with some lettering and duct tape on it. This might be a new boss. Something. It's armor for, I think, maybe a new special character or boss, very specific, kind of like how the goons and stuff like that have their own very specific armors. This is really what that kind of reminds me of. This little rig here, getting more AK-50, and then they scan over to this. I don't know what this is. I honestly don't have any idea. Guess is down in the description or down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Uh-oh, did I break it? Might have broke it. Okay, so some technical difficulties. Putting on a suppressor. Again, another map preview. I'm sticking with this is arena, but I guess it could be something on streets. Hard to say. I've been fooled before. Some more ammo. Some stuff exploding. And that's pretty much it for this one. But we have another one now. So let's get into the next one. Hopefully this one doesn't glitch out. This is Partisan's gun and bag in real life, it looks like. Kind of a cosplay thing. I have no idea what this is. I don't know if this is just fan art. I think some people recognized it. I'm getting too old for this shit, I think. A knife that we're going to be seeing in game. Another melee, which is cool. The lever action, which I know a lot of people are really looking forward to. Having some lever action or several lever actions added to the game. Radio. This just looks like a standard PMC. Not sure. Some new camo. We'll have to see if that shows up in game. I bet it does. But new camo. The RPG We still haven't got, again, here's another map. Again, I don't know if this is an arena map or if it's going to be something in Tarkov on streets or somewhere else, maybe, who knows. Computer, I'm not sure what this is. I was looking through this, and I think this is just somebody's, this might be part of Tarkov TV or somebody's office or something we're going to see in one of the Chronicles of Rigi, more bear stuff. That is an arena, quick glimpse at arena. This was all leading up to the arena release stuff, so I think that's what all of this is. And I watched this a little bit. I don't recognize this action and what this is, if this is a PPSH. I honestly don't know. I'm guessing right now, but they're just kind of showing the internals of whatever weapon this is. I feel like I should know what this is, but I don't. I just don't recognize it looking at it at this perspective. But then we go from here into an announcement here, a thing for the arena and how you're going to get your free trial. So the way they have it set up is right now, when you get to balancing part 1 in the game, you're going to get a 3-day free trial of arena. Even if you haven't bought it, you can go play it for 3 days, do some of your tasks, level it up, get some stuff over there. They're setting it up right now that if you've already gotten that task done, you have to go activating your access on the profiles, then you'll receive an in-game notification for that. So go check your arena profiles and your Tarkov profiles, make sure everything's set up, and that should work out. Next up is a quick reminder I want to do for you guys for the Labyrinth. We talked about this in the last video, but I want to talk about it again. The Labyrinth is going to shut off as it is right now on April 21st at 5 in the morning Eastern time, which that's 10 a.m. BST, which rolls around to, what is that? 7 p.m. I think, down in Sydney. Either way, if you're trying to get your Labyrinth tasks done, this is when you have to get it done if you want the achievements. And if you want the last achievement that you get from Lightkeeper, the whole process of doing that requires you to do a craft on the signal, the DPST that lets you get out to the island. And that craft takes 12 hours. So you want to aim for having this done the night of the 20th, like everything done, not just the Labyrinth task, but like the Lightkeeper task as well. So even, yes, it is shutting off the 21st as far as your access to the achievements, and there's going to be a bunch of other changes. They're going to leave the Labyrinth open, but the access is going to be more difficult. We don't know what that means yet. I don't know if they're going to make the cards more expensive, if they're going to make the keys harder to find, if they're going to move it. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to make it more difficult. All event tasks will remain available after the event is over, with the exception of ref tasks. So those are going to go away. Access to Lightkeeper will remain available for players who receive the transmitter during the event. So if you get it done, you'll keep Lightkeeper. But the achievements will be unavailable for obtaining after the event is over, and so will that easier access to Lightkeeper. That path will not be there anymore. The simplified access to Lightkeeper will be disabled after the event is over. Unlocking the trailer will only be possible through standard means. Labyrinth key cards will be available only through Therapist and Ragman barters, so the ref ones will be going away, even if you got them unlocked. Shadow of Tagil and his guard spawn chance will be reduced on location. So instead of being 100%, I mean, who knows? They might put it at 50, they might put it at 30, they might put it at 80. I don't know, but they're going to reduce it. Valuable loot spawn chance will be reduced on location. So I'm guessing there's still going to be just as much loot. This is just a total guess right now. There's going to be quantity, just as much loot. It just won't be the crazy stuff anymore. So we'll have to wait and see what that means and how that plans out. After the wipe, the event posters will be available only after completing the related tasks. So when the game wipes again, you'll be able to get the posters again, but you have to do the tasks again through the Labyrinth. So there you go. The Minotaur's Lair hideout customization style will only be available to players who have obtained the Dungeon Master achievement. So if you want to get the skin for the hideout, there's a floor, a ceiling, and walls, and they do look pretty cool. You have to get Dungeon Master, which requires you to do the Lightkeeper task. It's the second one of the tasks. So if you're close, if you've almost got your 24 player kills, you kind of need to bust out because you've only got a couple of more days left to do this. But if you go to do this stuff after the 21st, none of this is going to be available. So again, just wanted to remind folks of that. Quick stuff about Arena here, just to catch folks up that want to know about it. There is a skin on Arena. I don't know if this will ever come to Tarkov. I don't know if it will or won't. I'm not saying one way or the other. But it's a purple tiger skin if you want it. You have to go to arena and do a task. It's not super hard. You have to win one team fight, one blast gang, and one free-for-all, I think, or one, no, it's one of the capture the point ones. I can't remember what it's called. You have to win each of those, and then you have to kill 50 players in any game mode. And then you unlock the paint, the skin, if you will, for all the guns that you can attach it on right now. With that, we did get a pretty impactful patch from on Arena last night, and I'm not going to go through everything in here. Basically, they reduced the cost on a bunch of guns to make them easier to get. They increased a couple, messed around with some of the ammo. The big one is they removed 300 Blackout and SP6 from the Scout class and removed LPS from the Enforcer class. My opinion, these are great changes. They were much needed. I know there's a lot of argument about this. Not here really to get into that. Just letting you know they did that. They also put 40 and 45 rounders back on the Assault class, which was a pretty big deal, as well as the 50 rounder on the X-Fal 50 rounder that you can put in the X-17s on the Assault class. And then just in general, they increased the firepower bar limit from 85 to 9,500, which is pretty big, and increased overall metascore limit by 500 for all classes. So if your classes you need to go make sure your classes are still there. You need to tweak them, adjust some things, especially if specifically at some of these weapons or ammo, and to make sure they still work. Plus, some of your classes you're going to be able to add another mag or do some other things because of the changes they made here. Well, that is everything. You're all caught up. We will do again, like I said, we'll do another video in the morning covering what they do and what they talk about in Tarkov TV, making sure we get any clarification we need and stuff like that, so you guys have all the right information. That's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget that like and subscribe button helps me out. Lets YouTube know you want to watch my content. But we'll wrap her up there. I wish you the best of luck in your raids or your arena matches, wherever you're playing. And we'll see you in Tarkov.